Tokyo, Japan. My name is Gary Verheller, and I'll be your host for what we call the Substance of Living podcast. Today, we'll look at what we call life's lessons. And I hope this will provide you with some insight, maybe even some inspiration to life's challenges. Welcome to episode 53, part 1, No. When to say no. Many people find it difficult to say no. I know it's difficult for me. Why is that? Well, many times people are concerned with offending others or imposing their will on others. And it's good to be concerned. It's good to be considerate. So that's a good thing. But you need to remember that you have no control over other people. You have no control over what they think or what they feel or what they say or what they do. The only people that have control over them is those themselves. The only person I have control over is me. Hopefully I can positively impact people. The results are beyond my control. I'll do the best I can. So, other problems in saying no, some people doubt themselves. Some people say, am I doing the right thing? By saying no, am I doing the right thing here? And that's a good thing. And the way you can make sure you're doing the right thing is to check reality. Creativity comes from collaboration. This is a time when collaboration is required. So you ask your friends. You ask them, what do you think about this? You ask a variety of people that you respect. And what do you think? Do you think I'm doing the right thing here? What is the right thing here? Talk it over. Get some outside perspectives. That's checking reality. And then you can decide how to say no. One thing you need to remember is to decide when is the proper time to say no is based upon principles. If you base your ideas and your actions on principles, universal principles, more times than not, you'll be doing the right thing. And those universal principles, honesty, sincerity, truth, integrity. Integrity means what you say and what you do are congruent. Honor, sense of duty, acting in a right, moral, ethical manner. Those are the principles upon which you want to say no. Base your no on principles. And remember that being honest with someone shows that person great respect. Being truthful with someone shows that person great respect and recognizes their value. It is my duty to say sometimes no. For example, I've worked with 7 Japanese astronauts, and I have the greatest respect for them. They are exceptional. Every one of them is an exceptional person. And I worked the first year, it was beyond me to say no to them. And then one day, Dr. Mori, Japan's first astronaut, he asked me to help him with a speech. This is the first speech I ever wrote for him. And I said, okay, sure, I'll be more than happy to help you. So how long is the speech? He said, 20 minutes. I said, okay, I wrote that down. I said, and the subject, well, it's on an experiment that I did on the space shuttle. That was his first mission. I said, oh, okay, fine. Who's the audience? Oh, the audience is going to be scientists from around the world, and it's going to be at a conference in Washington, D.C. There'll be a Q&A session after. I'm gathering all this information. I said, great, now where's the material for the experiment? And that's when I had to say, no. There's no way you're going to fit all of that material in 20 minutes. In fact, if you do try to do that, it'll be a terrible presentation. And he said, okay, so what do we do? And I said, we hit the high points, the points you want the audience to remember. the points you want the audience to want to know more about. And then we will also have a written report based upon all that data. And we did. We wrote a written report. It was about 50 pages long, covering all the data that he accumulated for that one experiment on the space shuttle. He gave his presentation. After the presentation, he presented the audience with the written report. And people were able to delve into it afterwards. Saying no to them was very difficult because I have the greatest respect for them. Who am I to say no to people who have PhDs and are scientists and have been selected out of 10,000 applicants? Who am I? But it was my duty to do my best. And part of doing my best, part of being honorable to them, was to be able to be honest and truthfully say, no, I think that's a bad idea. Instead, I suggest this. So, do honor to the person or persons by speaking the truth to them. And that includes no. Good luck. Thank you for joining us today for the Substance of Living podcast. If you'd be kind enough to consider subscribing, you can contact us through Spotify or Apple Podcasts or connect on Twitter. Join us again next time for what I hope will help you navigate life.